there is any doubt, please stop. Okay. Now, today what we are going to see is, so last class we saw the complementary and supplementary angles of the sine of the trigonometric ratios. Today what we are going to see is the trigonometric ratios of the compound angles. So what? So today we'll see the trigonometric ratios of the compound. What happened? Of the compound angles, in the sense, observe. Of compound angles. So when I say compound angles, it is going to be sum or difference of two angles. So how to approach that is, for example, see, if I have sine of x plus y. Okay, till now what we did is we saw either sine of x or sine of y. So instead of using a and b, I'm using the terms x and y because generally x and y are the terms that are used mathematically. Okay, in the case of relations and functions, that's what they use. Once I teach you relations and functions, you will understand why it is so. So the formula for sine of x plus y is given as sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. There are four important formulae. Based on those four important formulae only, every other formula is derived. Okay, so this is the first formula. Write it along with me. Similarly, when you have sine of x minus y, this is going to be equal to sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. Okay, the sine of x minus y. Next. Similarly, you have cos of x plus y is equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. Okay, so you have cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. Similarly, cos of x minus y will be equal to cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. So these are all the formulae. You just have to memorize these four. If you observe, I would have shown you the formula for this cos of x plus y in the physics class. That is cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. Instead of x and y, replace it with a and b. I have shown you the proof. In a similar way, you can derive using the vectors also, but that's not needed for your mathematical part. Okay? You just need to know the formula and know how to apply it. So where these can be used, I already told you. So there will be some problems like asking you for sine 15 degrees. So if they ask you for sine 15, then what are you going to write it as? Anybody? So sine 15, how can I write it as?
50 minus 45.
Obvious, it is 45 minus 30 degrees. I can write it like this. So if I treat this as x and this as y, then sine of x minus y is going to be equal to sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. Right? So what is sin 45? 1 by root 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2 minus cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So it is going to be root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2. So this is the value for sin 15 degrees. I hope you're able to understand. So write it along with me. Similarly, if I ask you what is sine of 75 degrees, can you people find and let me know the answer? What is sine of 75 degrees?
Sine 30 plus 45.
Yeah, sine of 30 plus 45. So you can write it as sine of 45 plus 30. So how do you solve it? Sine of x plus y is sin x cos y. How much is it? Sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. Okay, sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. So what is sin 45? That is going to be 1 by root 2 into what is cos 30? That is going to be root 3 by 2 plus cos 45 is 1 by root 2, sin 30 is half. This will be root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2. This is going to be the value for sin 75 degrees. Easy, right? So similarly, what you can do is as a part of homework, you can do it as cos 15 degrees and cos 75 degrees also. Okay, but remember, these are the four formulae you're supposed to memorize. How you're supposed to do is, if it is sine of x plus y, wherever sine of sum of angles or sine of difference of angle is coming, it is like this: sine into cos plus cos into sine. Okay, sine cos cos sine. That is the formula. Similarly, sine x minus y, sine cos cos sine. Similarly, when you do for cos of x plus y, you get cos into cos minus sine into sine. Okay, when you have cos of x minus y, it is going to be cos into cos plus sine into sine. Are you able to understand? So this is going to be the basic structure. Now, from this what we can do is we can derive the remaining formula. However we want, we can derive it. For example, now I'm asking you, what is the value of tan of x plus y? So what will you say? So how can you write tan in terms of sine and cos? So that you can write it as sine of x plus y divided by cos of x plus y. Can I write it like this? Right. So sine of x plus y plus cos of x plus y means the sine of x plus y is sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. The whole divided by cos of x minus y is going to be equal to what? It is cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. Is there anyone having a doubt in this step? Is there anyone having a doubt? Clear, right? Now what we can do is, see, when you are writing tan of x plus y, no, you need to express everything in terms of tan. Everything should be expressed in tan. So wherever you have sine, if you want to convert the sine into tan, then you need to divide and multiply with cos. I'm repeating it again. Whenever you have sine, if you need to convert sine into tan, you need to multiply and divide it with cos. Okay. If that is the case, then I will multiply and divide with cos x cos y. I will multiply and divide it with cos x cos y. Then what do I get? I get sin x cos y plus cos x sin y, the whole divided by cos x cos y, the whole divided by cos x cos y minus sin x sin y, the whole divided by cos x cos y. Okay, I am deriving the formula. Try to understand. The final result has to be remembered, but if at all you forget in the exam hall, this will help you to recollect the formula. So this will be equal to sin x into cos y divided by cos x into cos y plus cos x into sin y divided by cos x into cos y, the whole divided by cos x into cos y divided by cos x into cos y minus sin x into sin y divided by cos x into cos y. Okay, I hope this step is clear. Everyone, is this step clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
good. So sin x by cos x, what can I call it as?
Tan X.
Tan x, right? So cos y and cos y will get cancelled. Similarly, here cos x and cos x will get cancelled. Sin y by cos y will be equal to tan y. Right? So what is there in the numerator? Tan x plus tan y, the whole divided by cos x cancel, cos y cancel, 1 minus sin x divided by cos x will be tan x, sin y divided by cos y will be tan y. Right? So this is nothing but tan of x plus y. Okay? So I'll show you the formula which is there in the textbook also. So how they would have given is, it would have been scattered. Like, see, they would have given many other formulae. Now I'm trying to consolidate everything and give it to you. So this is the formula. Tan of x plus y is equal to tan x plus tan y by 1 minus tan x tan y. So this is the derivation that is shown here. Okay, that's what I've written there. You can make a note of it. So if you're done, let me know in the chat box. Done?
Done, sir.
Okay. We'll go to the next formula then. Next is, see, like how you had sin x plus y and sin x minus y, similarly you have tan of x minus y also. Okay, what is going to be the formula for tan of x minus y? I can write it as sin of x minus y divided by cos of x minus y. Can I write it like this? Then what is sin of x minus y? That will be sin x cos y minus cos x sin y, the whole divided by cos of x minus y is going to be equal to cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. Remember, when cos is having a minus here you will have a plus. Opposite signs will come. Okay, that is how we need to remember. So what will come here is cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. Similarly, what am I supposed to do? Can someone give me an idea? Numerator and denominator should be multiplied with, or should be divided with?
Why?
Sorry? I didn't get
Multiply
you.
by 1 by cos x into cos y.
That's
By 1
it.
by cos x into cos y.
Very well, that's it. So again, numerator and denominator should be divided with cos x into cos y, as simple as that. So you will have it as sin x cos y minus cos x sin y divided by cos x into cos y, the whole divided by cos x cos y plus sin x sin y, the whole divided by cos x cos y. Again, you have to split the terms and write. So you have to write it as sin x cos y divided by cos x cos y minus cos x sin y divided by cos x cos y, the whole divided by cos x cos y divided by cos x cos y plus sin x sin y divided by cos x cos y. So what will get cancelled? Cos y is gone. So sin x by cos x is going to be tan x minus, here cos x is gone, sin y by cos y will be tan y, the whole divided by cos x and cos x are gone, cos y and cos y are gone, 1 plus sin x by cos x will be tan x, sin y by cos y will be tan y. So this is going to be the formula. This is going to be the formula for tan of x minus 1. Okay, this is going to be the formula for tan of x minus 1. So if you're clear with this, let's do a few examples. Done? Yeah. Now again, if I ask you a question, find the value of tan 75 degrees, what will you do? It is going to be tan of 45 degrees plus 30 degrees, right? So tan of x plus y, what is the formula? What is the formula for tan of x plus y? That is going to be, you can remember it like this, tan x plus tan y by 1 minus tan x tan y. Okay, this will be equal to tan 45 plus tan 30, the whole divided by 1 minus tan 45 tan 30. Okay, what is the value of tan 45? It is 1 plus, can someone tell me what is tan 30?
1 by root 3.
1 by root 3 by 1 minus tan 45 is 1 into 1 by root 3. So you'll get it as root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1. So this is going to be the value of tan 75 degrees. Okay. Similarly, I'm leaving this point to you. Tan 15 degrees. I'll give you 2 minutes time. Do it and tell me.
One minus
Sorry?
1 minus 1 by root 3 divided by 1 plus
1 minus 1 by root 3 divided 1 plus 1 by root 3. That's right. So you'll have root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1. That is the answer. Okay, Nitin, good. So it is root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1. So I hope things are clear till this step. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this. Now what we will do is, we have finished for sine, cos and tan. Okay. Now the next set of formula are called as the double angle formulas. So now onwards you will have the formula like this. You will have sine 2x is equal to what? You will have cos 2x is equal to what? You will have tan 2x is equal to what? Means sine of double the initial angle, cos of double the initial angle and tan of double the initial angle. How to find them? Okay. So as I told you, there are only 4 formulas throughout this chapter which are manipulated in different ways. For example, if I have sine 2x, I can write 2x as sine of, how can I write 2x as? Can someone tell me? See, 2x, how can I write in terms of x?
X plus x.
That's it, as simple as that, very good. So x plus x. So here 1x will be x and the other x will be y. So it is going to be sin x cos y. Right, what is the formula? Sin into cos plus cos into sin. So remember it like this, sin x into sin x plus cos x into cos x. Can I write it like this? Sorry, I made a mistake. Sorry. So sin cos plus cos sin. So sin x into cos x plus cos x into sin x. So sin x into cos x plus sin x into cos x will be 2 times sin x into cos x. So this is going to be the formula for sin 2x. Okay. Now I will tell you how to apply this formula. So last class we discussed about finding the angle for sin 120 degrees. Do you people remember? I told you 2 methods to solve this. One is what? I can write it as sin of
90 plus 30.
Sin 90 plus 30. Yeah, you can continue. Sin 90 plus 30 will give you what? Sin 90 plus 30 will give you cos 30. Because sin, I told you, supplementary angle plus 30. Odd multiples of 90 plus theta will give you the complementary function. Right? So that is cos 30. Cos 30 is going to be root 3 by 2. Remember this? So, or sin 120, I gave you another way of writing it also. Sin of, how can you can write it as 180 minus 60. See, even multiples of 90 degrees, so it will be
Cos
the same
sin
thing.
60.
No, it will be sin.
Sin 60.
That is also root 3 by 2. This is the answer you got. Now we have learned a third formula, that is sin 120. According to this, write it as sin of 2 into 60 degrees. This is the third way of thinking. The same concept, you're thinking in different ways. So sin 2 into 60 degrees, I can write it as 2 sin 60 cos 60. Can I write it like this? Yes or no? So this is going to be 2 into, what is sin 60? That is root 3 by 2 into cos 60 is going to be half. This half and 2 will get cancelled. Again the answer is root 3 by 2. So whichever method you're trying to use to find the value of sin 120 degrees, the answer is going to come out as root 3 by 2 only. Are you able to understand how to use these formulas? They are the same formula written in different aspects. That's it. There is nothing much outside it. Okay. So now what we did is we saw for sin 2x. Now what will be the next question, obviously? So cos 2x is what we are going to write. So cos 2x, how can I write it as? Cos of x plus x. So what is cos x plus cos y formula? You can check your notes and tell me what is cos x plus cos y.
Cos x, cos y,
Here in the place of y, what should I write?
x, cos x. So cos x square minus sin x square.
No, it is not cos x square, it is cos square x.
Okay, sir.
Okay, cos x into cos x minus sin
Sin
x
x
into
into
so cos into cos is cos square x. Cos square x minus sin into sin is sin square. So cos square x minus sin square x is the answer. Okay, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So cos square x minus sin square x. Okay, this is one of the formulas. See, cos 2x has three formulae. Remember this. This is one of the formulae, one formula. Similarly, cos square x can be written as 1 minus sin square x. Or we know that cos square x plus sin cos square. See, instead of x, treat it like theta. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So cos square x can be written as 1 minus sin square x minus you already have a sin square x, the sin square. So 1 minus sin square x plus sin square x will be 2 sin square x. This is the second formula. Okay. Or I can write it like this. Cos square x minus, instead of sin square x, I can write it as 1 minus cos square x. So this can be written as cos square x minus 1 plus cos square x. So cos square x plus cos square x is 2 cos square x minus 1. This is going to be the third formula. So for cos 2x alone, there are three formulae. What are they? Cos square x minus sin square x, or 1 minus 2 sin square x, or 2 cos square x minus 1. All the three mean the same. I hope it is clear. So are we done with this? Similarly,
Yes, sir.
if I ask you what is cos 120 degrees, how do it? We'll follow the same three methods, okay? Cos 120, it is going to be cos of 90 plus 30. So cos of 90 plus 30, which quadrant? First quadrant or second quadrant?
Second.
Second, right? Second quadrant is cos is minus sine of how much? 30 degrees. So that is going to be minus half, right? Similarly, cos 120 can also be written as cos of 180 minus 60. So cos 180 minus 60 is going to be how much? Cos 180 minus 60, again second quadrant. Second quadrant means negative. Negative of cos 60 degrees. So answer is again minus half. Okay. So this is the method we learned in the last class. Now using the same logic, how can I write cos 120 as? I can write it as cos of 2 into 60 degrees. So what is the formula for cos 2x? It is cos square x minus sin square x. So x is 60 degrees. Am I clear? So what is cos square 60? That is 1 by 4 minus what is sine square 60? That is 3 by 4. So 1 by 4 minus 3 by 4 is minus 2 by 4, that is nothing but minus half. So whether you use this method or this method, you are going to get the same answer. Right? Similarly, if I want to find cos 120 degrees, I can write it as cos of 2 into 60 only. If I can write it as 2 into 60 degrees. What is the other formula I can use for cos 2x? I can use it as 1 minus 2 sine square x. So that will be equal to 1 minus 2 sine square. Here what is the value of x? X is the angle, 60 degrees. So this will be equal to 1 minus 2 into sine square 60 is nothing but root 3 by 2. So sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Sine square 60 is 3 by 4. So this and this will get cancelled. 1 minus 3 by 2 is still minus half. Similarly, thinking in the same logic, can you tell me what is the other method we can do?
Two cos square x minus 1.
Very good. It is 2 cos square 60 minus 1. I can write it like this. So 2 into cos square 60 is 1 by 4 minus 1. So this and this will get cancelled. Half minus 1 is minus half. Same thing. You're able to understand? So that is the beauty of trigonometry. You do the same problem, you can do it in any number of ways you want, you'll still get the same answer. Okay? So that is the biggest advantage of this chapter. It will help your thought process also. Like you can approach the same question in different ways. That is the way you need to learn math also. It will be easy for you. Is it clear? Is everyone clear? Let me know in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good.
Sir,
Okay, good. You can just copy it. Then we will go to tan 2x. Okay?
sir,
Yeah. Yeah.
sir, like tan x plus y, do we have a formula for cot x plus y?
Yeah, you do. You can write it. I'll teach you that also. So first I wanted to finish the cycle of sine, cos and tan, then I'll come to contact.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely explain it. So now we have finished sine 2x and cos 2x. Now what are we going to do? We are going to do for tan 2x. So tan 2x, how can I write it? I can write it as sine 2x divided by cos 2x. Right. So what is the formula for sine 2x? There is only one formula for sine 2x, that is 2 sin x into cos x divided by cos square x has multiple formula. I can use any of the ones I want. Cos square x minus sine square x. Okay. Now tan, to write in terms of tan, what should I do? Divide the numerator and denominator. So you should always divide whenever you want to convert sine into, whenever you have a combination of sine and cos. Sine and cos, whenever you want to convert a combination of sine and cos into tan, you should multiply the numerator and denominator with the highest power of cos. So what is the highest power of cos there in the total expression? Sorry?
2.
That's right. So divide the numerator and denominator with cos square x. So if I do it, I'll get it as 2 sin x cos x divided by cos square x, the whole divided by cos square x by cos square x minus sin square x by cos square x. So one cos is gone. So 2 into sin x divided by cos x will be tan x divided by cos square x by cos square x will be 1 minus sin square x by cos square x will be tan square x. So this is going to be the formula. 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x. So this is one of the ways of deriving. Can you people give me an idea of deriving it in another way? Can you give me another idea? The other idea, the alternate method is Can I write tan 2x as tan of x plus x? Can I write it like this? So what is tan x plus y formula? You have tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tan x tan y. So tan x plus tan x will be 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan x into tan x is tan square x. So see, you are getting the same formula, 2 tan x by 1 minus tan square x, 2 tan x by 1 minus tan square x. Whatever is the method you are going to follow, you will get the same answer. Right? I hope it is clear. Yeah. So this is all about sin 2x, cos 2x and tan 2x. Now I'll give you the summary of all the formulae that we have discussed for today's class. Make a note of all these formulae at the end of your book so that whenever you need, you can refer it. Because you have many formulae, right? It might confuse you where to use plus, where to use minus. Till you get practice, you can refer them. Once you get practice, you can do it on your own. So write down the formula. So there are even more formulas. There are even more formulae that need to be derived. But we will stop with this and we will start doing some problems based on this concept alone. So tomorrow I'll explain you how to do the other ones. So the formula that we have discussed now are sin of x plus y is equal to sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. Similarly, sin of x minus y is equal to sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. Okay. Similarly, I have cos of x plus y, that it is cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So remember, when cos is having a plus in between x and y, there will be a minus on the right hand side. Okay. Similarly, when it is having a minus, it has a plus on the right hand side. Right. These are the four basic formulae. These are the very, very important ones. Next, fifth one is tan of x plus y is equal to tan x plus tan y by 1 minus tan x tan y. Similarly, tan of x minus y is equal to tan x minus tan y by 1 plus tan x tan y. 7. The next one is sin 2x, that is 2 sin x cos x. Then we have cos 2x. Cos 2x is cos square x minus sin square x, or this is also equal to 2 cos square x minus 1, or this is also equal to 1 minus 2 sin square x. Everything is the same formula. And the last one that what we saw today is tan 2x. So tan 2x is 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x. So these are all the formulas. So as I told you, write it at the end of your note so that you can refer it whenever you want that. So once you're done with this, we will do some examples. We will do some problems.
So you see this one?
Right? Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. So we'll do some problems, okay? Problems which are based on this concept. So what you can do is, you can go to page number, if you have the NCERT, download your NCERT. So you can go to page number 70. In page number 70, let's do the example 10. Just give me a minute. not stuck. Just a minute, my device got stuck. Hmm. Can someone read the question alone? I think I have some problem my side. My device is not working. Just give me a minute. So in the meanwhile, you can try that problem because you have to just substitute the values and then proceed. I am unable to open the file, students. Got stuck for me. extremely sorry, my device is not working. So I don't think I'll be able to proceed with this because I'm not able to open any of the files nor am I able to write. Okay. So I'll just try it for the last time. If it is not working, I will not be able to proceed with today's class. I'm sorry, students, I'm not able to. So I'll not be able to proceed with the session. I'm extremely sorry for this. Okay. I suggest you all to revise all the formulae. I'll try to compensate this time tomorrow. Okay.
Homework, sir.
Yeah, you can try them as home. I'm not even able to open the pen. Can you read the questions, Mithun? What is the first one? The 10th one which I told you? So I'll tell you what are all the homeworks you can do. 10th one is a homework. What is the 11th question?
Find the value of sine 15.
Sine 15 you have already found. That is, you can try it again.
Find the value.
Next one is?
Then example 12. Find the value of tan 13 pi by 12.
30 pi by 12, right? That also you can
13,
write.
sir.
13 pi by 12. That also you can write as homework. Next.
Example 13. Prove that sine x plus y divided by sine x minus y equal to tan x plus tan y by tan x minus tan y.
Okay, that also you can do. So what you do is you do all the example problems for today. Whatever you have a doubt, okay, so if at all you feel you are not able to proceed, hold it. I will explain. I'll definitely explain it tomorrow. See, because of the technical issue, I'm not able to proceed. Okay, so I'll try to get this sorted today, and we'll meet tomorrow for the physics class. And math class, I'll try to take some extra time and compensate today's class. Okay, sorry. So I'll see you all tomorrow.